Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Sebunya Joel Collins, a medical student from Gulu University. So in today's video, I'll be taking you through basic formulas and functions of Excel. These include addition, average, ranking, commenting, and if functions, etc. So in this video, we will take a scenario of a primary 4 teacher who wants to make files for the students, 5 students, and we'll go through the basic calculations to see that we are able to generate the average, total marks, positions of these students, the grades, and with this you will be able to appreciate the functions of Excel in day-to-day life. So we'll kickstart the video. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. So with this illustration here, we have 5 students who gain the following marks in SST, Science, and English and Math. So we'll begin with the total function formula, whereby if we are interested in getting their total marks. So this, when you're starting a formula in Excel, you press an equal sign. Then for this case, we will open brackets, and then we are going to type the cell references of the marks we want to add. For example, now this is C2, then we add D2, followed by E2, followed by F2. So as you're typing, Excel is able to highlight for you the reference, the cells referenced in the formula, and when you tap on this bottom corner, it is able to reflect the formula on all the other columns, so you may not have to repeat the formula. Then we go to the function, whereby now this is a bit briefer. We press an equal sign, then we open the brackets, then we type sum, whereby we are finding the sum of these numbers. We open brackets, and then we include the cell reference of the first cell, which is C2, as you can see here, then full colon to the last cell, F2. So with that, we close our brackets and press enter, and we are able to get the same total as this. Alternatively, we can reflect it to other cells by dragging down, and it is able to reflect all the marks. As you can see, whether you've used the total formula or total function, you're able to get the same total. Then we go to the average. We begin with the average formula, where you begin with an equal sign, you open brackets, then we are going to add C2 plus D2, and then plus E2, and then plus F2. We close our brackets, then we divide this by 4, since there are 4 rows we are adding, and then we are able to press enter. So we get our average, and we double tap and reflect it down, so we may not have to repeat it. If we are considering the if function, we press equals, and then we write the average, and choose it here. Then when it opens brackets, we are getting an average of C2, from C2 to F2 in total. Then we close our brackets and we press enter. As you can see, whether we've used the average formula or average function, we are able to get the same answer. Then we double tap and reflect it down. Then when it comes to the ranking, now we want to get these people's positions basing on this average. So to rank, we will press an equal sign, we open our brackets, type the word rank, then we open our brackets, and then we are able to type the cell reference containing our average. This very first one we want to rank. We put a comma, and then we put the reference of the first cell with dollar signs before the letter and before the number, just like this. A dollar sign J, then a dollar sign 2, then we put a full colon there, and then we are able to put the reference of the last cell but with dollar sign J and then dollar sign 6, like that. Then we close our bracket, then we press enter. So we reflect this rank down, and we are able to get the positions of all the students from the first one to the fifth basing on their average. So the reason for putting dollar signs is that it helps to fix these cells, because at the moment you don't put the dollar signs, the formula will keep shifting and it will affect the rankings, which will give us a wrong value. Then when it comes to the comment, now we want to know if we are considering promotion to P5. If this person gets below 50 average, they are not promoted. If they get above 50, they are promoted. So we press the equal sign, then we open the if function, and we put the condition if J2, if we are considering the average. So if J2 is less than 50, then a comma, we open quotes, then we say repeat P4. We close the quotes, and then we close the brackets. We close the quotes, then we are able to put a comma, then if above 50 they are promoted, so we'll just say promoted, which is the condition if. Otherwise, then we are able to close off the quotes. Here we open quotes, then we close off our quotes, and then we close the brackets. Then we press enter. So it will be able to rank, to comment on these people. If above 50, it will put promoted, and if below 50, it will put a repeat there, so that person will have to repeat P4. Then if at all we want to put grades, for example F9, D1, D2 on these marks, let me insert some new columns here. So that we are able to grade these marks. We insert a column there, then we insert another one here, then we insert another one there. So we are going to be able to get the grades and know whether this person got a D1, a D2, an F9, etc. So to do this, we'll have to type an if function, and we are able to put this, the grading, according to the grading system. So we say if, and we are considering the cell reference of C2. So if C2 is greater than 79, we put a comma, and then we open the quotes. This will be a D1, and then we close the quotes, comma, then we say if, open brackets. So after typing our formula, basing on the grading system of the school, As you can see, we've typed the if function basing on the grading of the school, and we press enter. So if you start it with equal signs, the function, so you put the logical test, then value if false, value if true, then value if false, then we can comfortably press enter. So it is able to grade for us the marks. Then we can put this down, and it gives us the grades of other subjects. To get the grades for other subjects, you copy this first cell, that is D2, and you paste it in F2. Then you double click on the bottom corner. It will be able to transfer the function there. Then you can copy this. So as you're copying, it copies along the function with it, so you may not have to repeat this function like that. Then we are able to get the grade of math by pasting here. We copy this value and we paste it in this box of grade. Then we are able to get the grades. So with that, it makes it simpler for the teacher who is processing the reports, and from this we can get the averages, the positions, the comments, and etc and etc. So thank you very much for following. Hopefully you learned from this video. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Thank you.